Hello, I'm back with the updates for the Aqua Pure Block sunscreen. I just got back home about 20 minutes ago and I wanted to do this video really quickly so you guys could see what my face looked like after a few hours of wearing the sunscreen. It's about 1 o'clock. I've had it on for say about 5 hours now, and this is what it looks like on a bare face. As you can see, I have quite a good amount of glow going on right now. So I just wanted you guys to see what it looks like, you know, after wearing it for a few hours. So this is the sunscreen. Once again, I'll bring it closer. It's the Aqua Pure Block sunscreen, not to be confused with the Power Block sunscreen. And the English portion on the tube says Aqua, SPF 50+, PA 3+. A Pure Block sun care made with mild ingredients offers soft UV block defense without irritation to protect delicate skin. It also says moist texture. Containing 65% of moisture, it refreshingly hydrates dry skin, and water holding system helps provide moisture. So their claims of it being hydrating to dry skin is very, very true, because this is a very, very hydrating sunscreen. And it's interesting that it's so hydrating because you wouldn't expect it from the way the sunscreen performs, like if you just put it on your hand just to test it out. So this is what it looks like. It comes out, you know, like an off-white color. And if you rub it in case it wasn't obvious, this sunscreen series is also catering to people with, you know, darker skin like me. So this rubs in very well. I mean, you rub it in and it's gone. It disappears. So it does not leave a cast at all, and that's kind of why I go more for chemical sunscreens as opposed to physical. I'm not about to be fighting to rub in something on my face and I'll go out there looking like a ghost. But on to my opinions. So this, like I said earlier, is very moisturizing. Like, look, I can feel it. It doesn't feel like unreasonably heavy on the skin, but I can't say I enjoyed using it very much. When I put it on this morning, I expected it to sink in and, you know, not sit on my face for as long as it did. Now I can feel when something is sitting on my face because I don't apply much. Like I don't wear foundation, and like I will put on BB cream for, you know, special occasion if I want to, but typically all that's on my face is moisturizer or serum and sunscreen. So I'm used to that weightless, not having anything on my face feeling, and I will definitely feel it if something doesn't sink in as quickly as it should. This is one of them. It's a bit too moisturizing for me for the summer, because when I put it on this morning, after about 5 minutes, I looked in the mirror just to see if it had sunk in completely. I looked quite greasy. Quite greasy. And it's not, the sunscreen itself, it's not oily or anything. It's just very, very, very hydrating. I'm not sure what the ingredients are on this. I'll see if I can find them and put them in the description box. But it almost feels like if you're using a moisturizer or a toner that's very high in glycerin that pulls in a lot of water to the skin, it was a similar feeling to this. And it's not really something I wanted when I knew I was going to go out there and sweat and, you know, be under the hot sun. You know, I mean, it's over 100 degrees out there, and I spent most of that time today outside. So this just made me feel, it made me feel greasy. I could feel it on my skin. Again, don't take that, you know, to mean that it's heavy, but for me, who is used to nothing, I felt this. Unlike the Power Block sunscreen, when I put that one on, it pretty much disappeared into my skin. I didn't feel it. It just left a hint of a glow. This one left a lot of glow. I would say a few hours into wearing it, like 2 hours in. By then it had sunk in more. I mean, I'm sure it had sunk in before then, but I noticed about 2 hours in that it had sunk in even more. So it wasn't, I I lost that feeling of heaviness that was on the skin, but it took a while for me to get to that point. So I'm going to relegate this to my winter sunscreen pile. I think it will work very well for you if you have very, very dry skin. My skin is kind of dry, but not dry enough to need this level of moisturization in the summer when I already have, you know, moisturizer or something on. So if you have really dry skin, this would be good for you. If you have oily skin, no. If you have oily skin, that's not because your skin is dehydrated and then you're producing an excess of oil. Do not do this in the summer. Don't. I think it will work well as a primer because it has that slight, very, very slight tacky feel when you put it on, but that disappears after a while, so I think it would work well to grip makeup, and it shouldn't really affect your makeup that much if you're wearing a foundation that's matte. If you're wearing a foundation that moves around or is glowy, don't do it. You'll regret it. So this is going to go into the fall-winter sunscreen pile. I think I'll stick to the power block for the rest of the summer. If I see something else that looks interesting and I think would be a good fit for my skin for this particular summer, then I'll get it and add it to the sunscreen series. But for now, this is going in with the other sunscreen that's currently in my winter pile. Alright, that's everything for today. I will see you in the next video. Have a good one.